Joseph YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
My job called me into the office. HR. Why? For being too thick. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape.
Here, guys, before we go on, comment down below, guys. Let's make this interactive. I want to know what you guys think. Okay, we got her picture there on the screen. Do you think the way that she's dressed right now is inappropriate for a professional environment, workplace? Give your honest opinion. If you saw her, would you be thinking they need to get her out of here so that things can function better in this workspace? Right? Comment down below. Let's keep watching.
I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work. And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me.
Sounds about right.
That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't
Let's keep listening. Let's keep listening.
know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to work to have to hear, oh, you have the wrong body shape. To wear the right clothes though, because I'm in dress code.
All right. So originally, guys, I saw this video and I thought, this is fake. Can't be real. She's trying to get attention. Turns out it's actually a real situation at Costco. So for any of you guys who do work at Costco, I'm sure you can answer. Somebody has to here on the Coffee Pod. Is this outfit inappropriate? Now, I'll start here. This might be a controversial take compared to what most people would think, but I don't see anything wrong with her outfit. I don't see anything wrong with her dress code at all. Now, this also may have to do with the fact that I've addressed a lot of chicks who've actually been at work dressing crazy. Do you guys remember the preschool teacher? I think her name's like the art teacher or something like that. But that woman right there had some pretty crazy outfits that she wore to her class to teach these like preschool students, right? She would wear crop tops, skirts with hella cleavage, and other stuff that I could have looked at and said, I can see how some parents might feel uncomfortable and women would hate, which is mostly what it was, were women hating, even though she tried to make it sound like men had a problem with how she was dressed. Men don't have a problem with that. If anything, men want more attractive women working in their environment. That situation with the preschool teacher and other situations, I could see what people were talking about. But this specific situation right here, I don't see anything wrong with her dress code. Now, with that being said, I don't know the policy at Costco. Maybe people can provide, I know in the comment section, we're going to have some people provide a bit more light to the situation, but maybe you may disagree. Maybe you may say, hey, she doesn't need to wear those tight pants. I don't think this is that bad. Now, if you were like in Dubai or in another country, because I've spoken on women dressing and acting crazy in other countries where as a woman, you're supposed to be covered up. That's different. But in the US, I don't see anything wrong with this dress code right here. What I do disagree with her about is the sentiment of being oppressed because of her body type or blaming men for checking her out because she wants to wear what she wants to wear. That comes with the territory, right? That comes with the territory of wanting to show off your thickness. As always, we're going to check out some of these comments. I need some coffee. That's good. So our first comment here actually comes from the actual chick in this video. She posted and said, I was called into the office, okay, a bit more information here, and told that although I have on the right attire, I have the wrong body shape to wear it. There's no way somebody said that. If they did, they were wrong. She goes on to say, I'm in dress code, ... But because the men keep looking at me, I have to come to work in bigger clothes. That's body shaming, harassment, and it's just plain wrong. COSCTO needs to focus on much more important things than my body shape. I am embarrassed. This is embarrassing. Body shaming is wrong. Happy Tuesday, she says. #sad. Ah, man, that's too bad. Another woman here chimed in and said, fact is the company admitted on recording that she's not out of dress code. Oh, typo there. The specificities or lack thereof by COSCTO in their own dress code policy she meets. Case closed. Cut her check, they said, because she's suing, or maybe they're assuming she is. If your argument is against her, you're a part of the problem. Societal view and law differ. There's no body type to dress code, and it can't be written or otherwise because it's definitely discriminative. If she were 125 lbs or 350 lbs and wore that outfit, there would be no issue. This case will never make it to court. All right, so that was that chick. But another woman actually disagreed, and she works at COSCTO. She says, I work for COSCTO, and those are not dress pants due to the material. Just don't wear those pants anymore. They look like something you wear on the beach day or vacation. The real problem is that material doesn't stand a chance against the jiggle. Okay, so the jiggle is the problem. That's the issue, which unfortunately causes distraction. Somebody else here added to the conversation, which turned into a thread, and said, I was about to say the same thing, like, girl, I work at COSCTO too. Okay, so we got COSCTO workers here, and they ain't letting nobody wear them pants. Somebody else here added, so why HR didn't tell her to change her pants? Instead, they said her clothes were too tight. By the way, there's another video I'm going to play here where she's having a conversation with the actual management. Another woman chimed in here and said, why don't they pull the men aside and talk to them about essay? Come on, get the hell out of here. Next comment here says, the pants are sweater fabric, just get slacks, sis. So a lot of people are recognizing that the pants, the fabric of the pants aren't like dress pants fabric, which makes a difference in the jiggle, right? Which is grabbing attention. And people who say, well, teach the men to control themselves. Good luck with that. Wait till we see one of these thirst trap Instagram, IG fitness dudes who shows his D print. You guys have seen those, right? Online, and the women over there with the heart emojis. Wait till a man decides to walk to work like that. Now it's a problem. The only difference is that men don't do this shit. Another woman here added, all of my slacks fit me this way. Like all of them ever since I was a child. My grandmother even had my mom go up a size because I wore slacks to church and they would still be fitted. Y'all know what that means. Our next comment here comes from the actual chick. This is the chick who's complaining about the dress code. She says, everyone's opinion is welcome and valid to them. However, no matter if my clothes are fitted or not, I am in dress code, and comments about my body shape should not have been made by HR. My lawyer agrees. Oh shit, she lawyered up. So when this case concludes, I will have a story time. She's trying to come up, man. She's trying to come up. Somebody else here says she's going to win her lawsuit. Another person here added, if a skinny girl wore that, it would be chill, but since she's curvy, it's a problem. Here's another comment from another chick that says, HR professional here, the handbook governs all employees and you are dressed accordingly. They have no right to request you to do something different than stated in the handbook that will not apply to all employees, especially due to other employees sexualizing your image. HR needs to be fired, this commenter says. Here's a guy who added into the conversation and said, just get dressed slacks. Those pants are too tight, and go a size up in your shirt. Another woman here says, why should she have to wear baggy clothes just because some men are pigs? And our final comment here from a woman says, I get what you're saying, and I'm with you 100% regarding your shape, but those are not dress pants. That seems to be the rebuttal from employees who actually work at Costco and other women. Those are stretch pants. When working for any corporate company, there is a difference in stretch pants and business attire, dress pants and or slacks. Those aren't even close. All right, guys. So she actually had a conversation with the actual management at Costco, and this is what I'm going to play you next. Take a listen.
You are with people here that, Anna's one of the very, very few, the only Asian actually, a lot of people love to go to and talk to because she's very approachable.
Yeah.
And people wait for her lines, literally. If I tell you, comes, it will be and I'm not as close as her, but a lot of people come and feel comfortable and talk to me. So the whole situation yesterday, that we didn't want you to be upset, and I think Anna,
it was fine. I mean, I handle every situation with grace. So I was smiling. It wasn't, it wasn't like I didn't say anything wrong or anything like that.
But
I understand.
She didn't want you to
but I know.
Upset.
But as I thought about it more, it was just I was in dress code, so it's I can't help. Like I told you yesterday, I can't really help what shows with certain things. Do you understand? So
I think that's what you misunderstood. It wasn't the dress code yesterday. You had correct that? I wasn't here. Huh?
It was the dress code.
It was
the dress code. It was brought to our attention, and it wasn't me because I honestly didn't see her all day. And usually when I see you, you're walking in, I'm walking out.
Right.
It was just brought by management and by employees.
And I was injured. I had on dress pants. I didn't have on stretch pants, exercise clothes. I didn't have on jeans with holes. I didn't have on sweatpants. But it was how they were shaped on my body.
Gotcha.
So that's what kind of upset me yesterday, because I'm if I was shaped differently or something like that, it wouldn't have been an issue. And that's where that came from.
I don't think you guys, you probably misunderstood. It's not even that. We have to follow certain dress codes. So for most part, I always say to be safe on all levels.
Yeah.
Either wear. And when I was hourly, because I started from pushing carts,
right.
So I wasn't just promoted right away where I'm at.
Right.
If I was allowed to wear jeans, you will be seeing me in jeans and a collar shirt, because that's how I feel the most comfortable. Because I like to move around, I like to lift, I like to stack and whatever.
Right.
But there is a certain code for dress code for everybody. So if you're wearing pants, some pants, Brianna was wearing pants yesterday, they pull on pants. They're comfortable because she's pregnant for whatever reason, but they have pockets. She gets away with it.
Yeah.
So with certain clothes, certain pants that I know that you can get away with it because you have a back pockets or whatever. And I think it's more of you were but they were pretty, very pretty, very and they looked very comfortable too.
Yeah, they were.
But because they didn't have pockets, because they, that was an issue.
So your pants have to have pockets?
Yes. To be called, it's just, to me, it's stupid, really, but there is certain pants that you can or cannot. And you can actually get away with pants that look like they tied to the body, but because they do have back pockets, you get away with it. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just, don't feel like we just, bombarded you and it was directed to you. Like I say, I didn't want to make you upset in any shape or form. I just wanted to let you know that anything that is brought to my attention or anybody, I have to address, because I address with everybody else.
And I understand that as far as the pocket thing and orientation, that's not what they said.
They said.
And then the dress code that's not what it says. It doesn't say you have to have pockets. You understand?
They don't go as deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
I know,
specifically, it doesn't say that.
I see now. Probably nobody ever mentioned it.
Yeah. So right.
We say, when they say, well, you can't wear open toe shoe, we never say that the whole foot has to be covered. So people come with Crocs because, well, it's not open toe, but it's open in the back. So it's a lot of misunderstanding the first few weeks,
But when we spoke yesterday, it was more of an emphasis on body shape, rather than on the pocket. You understand?
Right.
So that's why I was upset yesterday, because the emphasis was more, was more on the shape of my body rather than whether or not I had pockets in my pants.
That's not how
So
I meant
that's,
to come
I know,
across,
but
and
that's
I am
why
sorry.
I was upset, and that's why I left, because it was just like,
I will say this. If you're running a business in a company and you expect your employees to dress a certain way, then they should honor that dress code, right? I can imagine that we live in such a self-focused, individualistic society currently that even when it comes to dress code, people don't want to compromise on company principles because they don't look at that company like, hey, this is part of the agreement, you agreeing to work here, when they should. But with that being said, again, if I saw this chick walking on the streets, I wouldn't think, what an inappropriate outfit. I really wouldn't. Curious, as always, to know what you guys think. Comment down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.